Welcome to SwapHub, a decentralized app designed to seamlessly swap tokens across multiple networks and record every transaction on an immutable ledger. Today, I'll walk through the challenges of the project and address and deep dive into its functionality. Imagine trying to swap tokens across different networks where each swap is isolated, inefficient, and lacks traceability. Our solution, SwapHub, centralizes these operations into one unified interface. It automates network switching, aggregates swap ratios, and records every transaction on a ledger, addressing the issues of inefficiency, complexity, and lack of transparency in cross-chain swaps. Firstly, let's start with the Share tab. This Share tab is home to the swap ledger. This section fetches all recorded swaps directly from our base contract smart contract ledger. Every swap includes details like the trader's address, input and output tokens, and timestamps, as you can see here. Now let's go to the Track tab. The Track tab displays analytics. In our case, it's just a chart showing the base TVL over time. Using Chart.js integrated into a React component, we provide real-time visual summaries of the network's health, offering insights into volume and liquidity trends. Lastly, the Swap tab is where the magic happens. Here, users can input an amount and swap, in this case, base Sepolia for whatever tokens they want. So let's do a demo here. Let's swap from base to Polygon. Let's do a little bit here. And now I need to sign the transaction, and we will wait for a transaction hash. As you can see, there's a bunch of options here for the user to pick from. And the user can also stake and buy base as well. As you can see, it does take a little bit, but here is the transaction hash. I will look at a previous transaction here just to show you that it is a valid transaction sending from base to the ZetaChain testnet. Now let's deep dive into the backend and what this actually does. The backbone of our swapping mechanism is a smart contract called Swap. Written in Solidity, this contract handles the complex logic. So I guess like the first hurdle of this is the token swapping aspect. The swap function not only transfers tokens from the user to the contract, but it also handles the gas fees. This function ensures that enough tokens are reserved for gas fees by either directly deducting them from the input if they're the same token, or swapping tokens to cover the fees. This contract also quotes the minimum input required to cover the gas fee for a withdrawal via quote minimum input, which is a function at the bottom here. This ensures that the user's transaction is always sufficiently funded. And then at the end of every swap event, through our front end, actually, an event is emitted to our swap ledger, which is on base. Speaking of our ledger, this is our second smart contract swap ledger. This receives swap details from the front end. Each successful swap is recorded as a new entry, storing data that you have seen before. This ledger not only offers transparency, but it's also a historical record, and people can actually trade off of this. So if you want to maybe have like a group of traders and you all want to do the same trades, you can use this as a way to get those trades out. And another challenge that we had on the back end was our app handles wallet switching dynamically. So you might have seen on the front end that anytime I go to one of the other tabs, this wallet actually changes. So let's say I want to go to Share. I'm actually switched onto the base testnet here because this smart contract is deployed to base. But if I want to go to Swap over here, this is on ZetaChain. So it automatically switches to ZetaChain. You can see that in MetaMask over here. But let's go to Share, and this will be swapped now. In summary, SwapHub simplifies cross-chain token swaps by integrating swap execution, transparent ledger recording, and a robust network, all within an intuitive interface. Here is a quick rundown on our tech stack. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff we built on top of. It does take a lot of time to build these projects, and for a mostly functional project, we did need to build off a lot of stuff that our sponsors gave us. So thank you. Thank you for watching this deep dive into my project. Hopefully, you're excited about it as I am. For more information, we'll have a GitHub. Happy swapping.